Okay, so happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Bailey.
I spent most of it inside until I came here. So I'm not didn't get a good take on the weather today, but it wasn't super chilly.
It was a bit warmer, something that I noticed.
As promised.
Yes, as promised, it was a little bit warmer. Do we want to show the almanac first? We have the almanac. There we go. So yeah, our sunset times have been fairly early, getting close to that 4 o'clock hour. But in terms of our temperatures, yes, Bailey, it was a little bit warmer today. Some of us were able to actually get to high temperatures in the 50s, including an area like Sanford, 50 degrees for a high in Wiscasset and Rockland today, a high of 45 in Bangor, and a high of 42 today in Millinocket. We did have an area of low pressure that was exiting the area early this morning, but most of the state was dry for much of the day, and it was a little bit warmer today because we haven't fully changed air masses yet, which means that our temperatures tomorrow and throughout the rest of the weekend into the weekend are going to be a lot colder than they were today. So most of us will see, for the most part, decreasing clouds overnight tonight, and we will get down into the upper 20s to lower 30s for those overnight low temperatures. Tomorrow we'll see a mixture of sun and clouds, but mostly cloudy once we get into the afternoon, as well as some snow showers that'll move through mainly in the northern half of the state, but I wouldn't be surprised if a few more were able to get into the southern half of the state there too. And then for the day on Saturday, I think it's going to be pretty chilly. It's going to be fairly windy. Those wind chill temperatures are going to be pretty cold, but we will have a decent amount of sunshine throughout the afternoon. And then for Sunday, we will see some increasing clouds during the morning hours, and then we're going to see our first area of low pressure of the 7-day forecast that we're going to discuss. So this is going to move in the early morning hours of Sunday, starting with some snow showers around, but closer to the coastline, we're going to end up seeing mostly rain as the system pulls in some warmer air from the south. Some mixed precipitation possible in inland areas, and the mountains and the higher elevations will be mostly snow. As this system goes through, it will bring in some warmer air, so we'll likely push that rain-snow line a little bit farther northward during those overnight hours. And the next system that comes in is for Tuesday, and that one is a little bit more tricky. But for the one on Sunday, so some of those mountain areas could get a couple inches of snow, possibly a dusting in areas inland, and mainly rain along the coast. It is going to be fairly windy in this stretch too, so Saturday we'll have wind gusts up to about 40 miles per hour, a little bit breezy during the day Sunday, but not quite as windy, and then much windy again after that system rolls through on Sunday. So here's a look at the Tuesday system, and that one's going to be a little bit more complicated because it's a coastal low, and it depends on how close that low gets to Maine. For example, the European model is a more offshore track versus the GFS is a much more intense system here. So if this rings true, it will be the first accumulating snowfall for areas of the coast so far this season. Right now we're trending a little bit more in this direction, so there might be a little bit of snow there, but we're certainly going to keep a very close eye on this system throughout the rest of the week and into the weekend. Marine forecast sees 4 to 8 feet. Ocean temperature is 49 degrees, and that gale warning will be in effect for tomorrow. So here's a look at that 7-day forecast. We will have some snow showers and snow flurries around tomorrow. Will be a touch breezy, and high temperatures will be on the cold side. Same with Saturday. I think Saturday a lot of our high temperatures remain in the 30s. However, it will be a little bit more sunnier in comparison to tomorrow. And then we have some rain mainly in the second half of the day, closer to the coast, some snow showers through areas inland. And then Bailey, that system for Tuesday into Wednesday is a little bit tricky right now, especially with intensity and possible snowfall amounts. So we will keep a very close eye on that system as we go throughout the weekend.
I do not want to rush into Christmas, the holidays, because today is literally Thanksgiving.
Yes,
Some
it
of
is.
you guys might not have eaten dinner yet. However, the weather seems perfectly wintry in my mind.
Yes, after a warmer day today, we are getting quite cold for the 7-day forecast.
Yes, for sure. Dana, thank you.